Join us on this virtual journey through the amazing natural wonders of Denmark. Møns Klint. This is a breathtaking natural wonder located on the island of Møn in southeastern Denmark. These striking white chalk cliffs, which rise dramatically from the turquoise Baltic Sea, are a sight to behold. The area is perfect for hiking, with trails leading through lush forests and offering stunning clifftop views. You can also explore the Geocenter Møns Klint, an interactive museum that delves into the geological history of the cliffs and the surrounding area. The cliffs are a hotspot for fossil hunting, and lucky visitors might find ancient sea creatures preserved in the chalk. Birdwatchers will be delighted by the diverse avian species that inhabit the area, including peregrine falcons. The dark skies above Møns Klint are ideal for stargazing, with minimal light pollution providing clear views of the Milky Way. The nearby Lyslund Park, with its romantic gardens and historic manor house, is also worth a visit. Grenen. Do you want to see what happens when two seas collide? Then you should travel to Grenen. At Grenen, the northernmost tip of Denmark, the Skagerrak and Kattegat seas meet in a spectacular natural display where waves from opposing directions crash into each other. This is not just a geographical curiosity. It's a dynamic and ever-changing spot where the currents are so strong that swimming is forbidden. Grenen is part of the Skagen-Odda Peninsula, a landform shaped by centuries of sand deposition, which continues to extend the point further into the sea. This dramatic point has long fascinated scientists, artists, and travelers. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the area inspired the famous Skagen painters, a group of Danish artists who captured the unique light and stark beauty of the region. Grenen also has maritime importance. It's been a critical navigation point for centuries and a notorious site for shipwrecks due to its treacherous waters. Seals frequently bask on the shores, and migrating birds use the area as a stopover. The Danish royal family even maintains a summer residence in nearby Skagen, underscoring the area's cultural and natural value. A tractor bus called the Sanderman takes you out to the tip, making the journey accessible and safe while adding a bit of charm to the experience. Råbjerg Mile. Imagine a desert in Denmark. Hard to believe, right? Råbjerg Mile is one of the most unexpected and fascinating landscapes in the country. A migrating coastal dune located near Skagen in North Jutland, spanning roughly 2 square kilometers. It's the largest moving dune in Northern Europe, shifting up to 15 meters annually due to strong westward winds. This sandy giant contains about 4 million cubic meters of sand and has been on the move since the 16th century, a result of deforestation and poor land management that left the area vulnerable to wind erosion. In the past, sand drift buried farms, roads, and even churches, leading to widespread displacement and prompting the Danish crown to implement sand stabilization efforts by the late 18th century. Today, Råbjerg Mile is protected as a natural phenomenon and a powerful reminder of the dynamic relationship between human land use and the environment. Walking through the area feels surreal, like stepping into the Sahara, only to turn around and see the sea on both sides. Unlike most dunes, Råbjerg Mile is not fixed by vegetation, allowing it to continue its slow crawl toward the northeast. This living landscape also serves as a key research site for climate scientists studying wind patterns and land movement. It's a favorite among photographers, geologists, and curious travelers who want to witness nature's quiet but persistent transformation. Faroe Islands. Imagine standing on the edge of the world, surrounded by cliffs that plunge into the sea and clouds that drift below your feet. That's the kind of raw, untamed beauty the Faroe Islands offer. This self-governing archipelago of 18 volcanic islands in the North Atlantic is one of Europe's last true wildernesses, a place where nature dominates and time feels slower. The landscapes are dramatic. Steep green mountains, jagged sea stacks, misty fjords, and black sand beaches shaped by ancient volcanic forces. The weather is famously unpredictable, often shifting from sunshine to hail within minutes, but it only adds to the mystique. Among its many wonders is Lake Sorvugsvarden is a must-visit, an optical illusion of a lake suspended above the ocean, where a short hike leads to one of the most surreal viewpoints in the world. Gazadalu, once only accessible by a steep mountain trail, is a tiny village with a postcard-perfect waterfall, Malafosoer, that cascades straight into the sea. If you want to feel truly remote, Mykines Island is a haven for puffins, gannets, and hikers, with trails that wind along narrow ridgelines above the surf. In the Northern Islands, Kalsoy is known for its towering cliffs and the iconic Cuthler Lighthouse, reached via a breathtaking ridge walk. Every island has its own personality. The stark basalt columns of Stramoy, the steep, dramatic coastlines of Eysturoy, and the peaceful, sheep-covered hills of Sunthowoy all offer different hiking experiences, sea views, and chances to disconnect. There are virtually no forests, but the rolling hills and windswept plateaus create a sense of scale that's humbling. Wildlife is abundant. Seabirds dominate the cliffs, seals bask on rocky shores, and whales sometimes surface offshore. With limited roads and small villages, travel here is slow and intentional. Many scenic spots are only reachable by foot or boat. The Faroe Islands aren't just a destination. They're a reminder of what the world looks like when nature is left to be wild. Wadden Sea National Park. Spanning the west coast of Denmark, Wadden Sea National Park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site renowned for its unique tidal flats and rich biodiversity. This is a vast intertidal zone, shared with Germany and the Netherlands, and it is one of the most important wetlands in the world. You can witness the mesmerizing phenomenon of the Wadden Sea's tides, which dramatically transform the landscape twice a day. Moreover, the area is a haven for birdwatchers, with millions of migratory birds stopping here during their long journeys. Not only that, the park is also home to a variety of marine life, like seals and porpoises, which can often be seen basking on sandbanks or playing in the waves. Take a guided tour so you can do an in-depth exploration of the park's unique ecosystem, including mudflat walking tours where you can learn about the fascinating organisms that thrive in this environment. Don't miss the Wadden Sea Center, which conduct engaging exhibits and educational programs. Its architecture, designed to blend seamlessly with the surrounding landscape, so it is an attraction in itself. Chu National Park. This is Denmark's first national park home to wolves, otters, and rare orchids. Chu National Park, established in 2008, spans over 240 square kilometers along the wild west coast of North Jutland. This vast natural area is a mosaic of wind-blown dunes, dense conifer forests, heathlands, and freshwater lakes, offering some of the most unspoiled landscapes in Denmark. The park is named after the historical region of Chu. During the Cold War, parts of the area were used for military exercises, which ironically helped preserve the landscape from development. Since then, nature has reclaimed the land, and Chu has become a sanctuary for biodiversity. The return of wild wolves in recent years made international headlines and sparked debates about conservation and coexistence. Bird life is also exceptional. White-tailed eagles, cranes, and curlews can be spotted here. Unlike Denmark's more manicured countryside, it has a raw, windswept character that appeals to hikers, cyclists, and nature lovers looking for solitude and authenticity. Educational centers and eco-friendly initiatives aim to teach visitors about local ecosystems and climate resilience, especially as the park faces increasing coastal erosion and rising sea levels. The local community plays an active role in the park stewardship, promoting sustainable tourism and preserving traditional land use practices. Rubjerg. Located on the wild and windswept coast of northern Jutland, is a fascinating destination known for its dramatic landscapes and intriguing history. The surrounding landscape is characterized by towering sand dunes, some of which reach heights of up to 60 meters. These dunes are constantly on the move, driven by the strong winds that shape the region. The area is ideal for hiking, offering a rugged beauty and a sense of solitude that is perfect for those looking to escape the hustle and bustle of city life. The nearby coastal path provides scenic views and opportunities to explore. The area is also known for its rich marine life, including the elusive seahorse. Divers and snorkelers can explore the underwater world of Rubjerg, where seahorses can sometimes be spotted among the seaweed and eelgrass. The most famous landmark in the area is Rubjerg Nud Lighthouse, which has become a symbol of the relentless forces of nature at work. Originally built in 1900, the lighthouse once stood 200 meters inland but has since been threatened by the encroaching sand dunes and the eroding coastline. In a remarkable engineering feat, the entire structure was moved inland in 2019 to save it from collapsing into the sea. Visitors can climb to the top of the lighthouse for stunning panoramic views of the North Sea and the shifting sands below. Stevns Klint. What do dinosaur extinction and Denmark's coastline have in common? The answer lies in Stevns Klint, a UNESCO World Heritage Site along the eastern coast of Zealand. This dramatic white chalk cliff stretches for 15 kilometers and holds one of the clearest geological records of the asteroid impact that wiped out the dinosaurs 66 million years ago. The thin, dark layer of clay embedded in the cliff is rich in iridium, an element rare on Earth but common in asteroids, providing scientists with vital evidence of the mass extinction event. The area was used during the Cold War as a secret NATO bunker, known as Stevnsfortet, carved directly into the cliff to monitor Soviet naval activity in the Baltic Sea. Today, the fortress has been converted into a museum where you can explore the underground tunnels and Cold War relics. Stevns Klint is a popular site for hiking and birdwatching, with panoramic views over the Baltic and a rich diversity of seabirds nesting in the chalk cliffs. Educational programs and guided tours make the site accessible and engaging for all ages. Bjerge. Located in East Jutland, there is Bjerge National Park with its rolling hills, grazing livestock, and Bronze Age burial mounds, each with a different part of Denmark's deep history. The name Bjerge translates to the Moles Mountains, though the elevation peaks at only around 137 meters. Still, the steep slopes and jagged contours give the area a striking topography formed by retreating glaciers over 10,000 years ago. The park was officially established in 2009 and covers more than 180 square kilometers of diverse habitats including heathlands, woodlands, meadows, and coastal cliffs. Bjerge is especially valuable for its cultural heritage. It's peppered with ancient barrows, stone fences, and centuries-old farms, making it a living museum of Danish rural life. One of the most visited sites is the Kallo Castle ruin, built in the 14th century and famously used as a prison for Gustav Vasa, who would later become King of Sweden. The national park is also a model for rewilding and sustainable land use. Herds of Galloway cattle and wild horses help manage the vegetation in a natural, non-intrusive way. Jægersborg Deer Park. What if you could step into a royal hunting ground filled with thousands of free-roaming deer? That's exactly what awaits at Jægersborg, just north of Copenhagen. This UNESCO-listed park was established in 1670 by King Christian V as a hunting reserve and still carries the grandeur of its Baroque origins. The park spans nearly 1,100 hectares and is home to over 2,000 red, fallow, and sika deer that roam freely across open meadows, ancient oak groves, and tree-lined avenues. One of the most iconic spots is the Hermitage Hunting Lodge, a royal retreat built in 1736 in the heart of the park, used for lavish feasts during hunts. Today, Deer Park is open to the public and serves as a beloved recreational area for walking, horseback riding, picnicking, and cycling, especially in autumn when the deer are most active during the rutting season. The park also plays a role in education and conservation, with efforts to preserve its unique combination of natural and cultural heritage. It's a place where history, biodiversity, and outdoor life come together, offering city dwellers a direct line to both nature and Denmark's royal past. Cold Hawaii, Klitmøller. This sleepy fishing village in Denmark is Europe's surf capital. The windswept beaches and consistent waves of Klitmøller, now famously dubbed Cold Hawaii. Located on the northwest coast of Jutland, this small coastal town offers some of the best surfing conditions in northern Europe, thanks to strong North Sea swells and steady winds. The nickname Cold Hawaii was coined by surfers in the 1980s, and it's stuck. Today, beach is a hotspot for windsurfing, kite surfing, and stand-up paddle boarding, even hosting international competitions like the PWA World Cup. Despite the chilly water temperatures, the local surf scene thrives year-round, supported by surf schools, eco-lodges, and a tight-knit, sustainability-focused community. But Klitmøller's story doesn't start with surfboards. Historically, it was a fishing town known for its tough seafarers and small-scale coastal economy. That spirit of resilience remains, now channeled into preserving marine habitats and promoting responsible tourism. The surrounding Chu National Park adds to the appeal, offering pristine dunes, heathlands, and rare wildlife just beyond the beach. Silkeborg Lakes area. This region is more water than land. Silkeborg Lakes area, a sprawling network of freshwater lakes, winding rivers, and lush forests in central Jutland. This lake district is Denmark's largest, centered around the Gudno River, the longest river in the country, and features over 50 named lakes. The lakes were formed by glacial meltwater during the last ice age and now offer a stunning, tranquil setting for kayaking, fishing, paddleboarding, and steamboat tours. One of the most famous attractions is the historic paddle steamer Jægersborg, which has been sailing since 1861 and is the world's oldest original coal-fired steamboat still in operation. The area surrounded by trails perfect for biking and hiking.
Himmelbjerget.
Can a sky mountain be just 147 meters tall? In Denmark, yes,
Himmelbjerget,
meaning Sky Mountain, remains one of the country's most iconic natural landmarks despite its modest height. Located near the town of Silkeborg in central Jutland,
Himmelbjerget
was once believed to be the highest point in Denmark. While other points have since been measured as taller, none carry the same cultural and historical weight. The hill became a national symbol in the 19th century when it hosted gatherings for the Danish democratic movement. In 1875, a 25-meter tall red brick tower was erected on its summit to honor King Frederik VII, who granted Denmark its first democratic constitution in 1849. The view from the top is spectacular, overlooking the surrounding lakes and forests, a landscape carved by glaciers during the last ice age.
Himmelbjerget
Has long been a popular spot for outdoor excursions, boat tours, and educational hikes, especially for school children learning about Denmark's history and geography. Svanninge Bakker. Did you think Denmark was completely flat? Think again. Svanninge Bakker, also known as the Funen Alps, challenges that assumption with its hilly terrain, deep valleys, and rich woodland, offering a dramatic contrast to the surrounding farmland. Located on the island of Funen near Faaborg, this unique area was shaped during the last ice age, when glacial activity sculpted the rolling landscape into steep hills and winding ridges. Svanninge Bakker is part of a larger natural reserve that includes Svanninge Bjerge and Svanninge Bakker, together covering more than 1,000 hectares. The area is known for its rich biodiversity, featuring ancient beech forests, rare fungi, and butterfly species that thrive in its sunny clearings and moist hollows. Conservation efforts focus on preserving both the natural environment and the cultural landscape, which includes old stone walls, grazing pastures, and remnants of historical land use. Bornholm's Cliffs. Helligdomsklipperne, or the Sanctuary Cliffs, a series of dramatic granite formations located on Bornholm's northern coast. These steep, sculpted cliffs rise directly from the Baltic Sea and are some of the only true rock formations in Denmark, making them geologically unique in a land otherwise shaped by soft, glacially deposited soil. The name Sanctuary Cliffs comes from medieval pilgrims who visited a nearby holy spring, believing the waters had healing powers. Today, people are drawn by the cliff's striking beauty and the chance to explore narrow crevices like the Black Pot, a sea cave that you can venture into by boat or foot depending on the tide. The site is part of Bornholm's larger geological legacy, The island itself is a fragment of ancient bedrock more closely related to Sweden than the rest of Denmark. Above the cliffs lies the Bornholm Art Museum, which integrates nature and culture by showcasing artworks inspired by the island's light and rugged landscape. As our journey through Denmark's natural beauty comes to an end, we hope you've been inspired by the stunning landscapes this incredible country has to offer. If you enjoyed this virtual tour and want to discover more exciting travel destinations, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an adventure. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy travels.